American presentation of The Terminator. Although this film has been edited for television, some viewers may still find it disturbing.
Terminator is a 1980s LA science fiction film in the style of Trancers or Teenage Comet Zombies, which, as you may recall, we saw last year. It contains all the necessary elements of the subgenre: punks, chases down alleys, tracking shots through the cop shop, obsession with guns. What raises it above the level of the normal are the script and the bad man, who gets star billing in the film. The script is credited to James Cameron and Gail Ann Hurd, respectively director and producer. This is a little misleading, though, since the real source of the story is an old episode of The Outer Limits called Soldier, the story of an assassin sent back in time to kill someone and change the future. Soldier was written by Harlan Ellison. Terminator's greatest asset, of course, is Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was the first of a series of big-budget science fiction action films which included Predator, The Running Man, and most recently the $75 million Total Recall. What can you say about Schwarzenegger? Well, he's Austrian, he has enormous muscles, he obviously has a sense of humor, and he's very rich. He's also a Republican, and married to the daughter of one of America's most influential political dynasties. Unfortunately, Arnold isn't a native-born American, and so he can never be president. But he's still doing his best. So sit back, slam a few shells into the chamber of your pump action, load up the 30-06, and slip the safety off your 357 as Arnold does his bit for truth, justice, and the almighty box office. If you're interested in learning more about this film, the other films we're going to show, or the ones we showed last year or the year before, you can acquire for a very modest fee a moviedrome book, which also tells you where you can get stills and soundtrack albums. Terminator cost about $6 million. Terminator 2, now in production, is budgeted at $60 million, more than half of which is fees. $60 million is what the United States spends in military assistance to El Salvador in 1.5 months. It's also what the wing of a stealth bomber costs. Makes you think. Or maybe not. I'll be back. More mayhem next week with the rarely seen, extraordinary honeymoon killers.
Tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock, Vincent Price, Boris Karloff, Peter Lorre and a young Jack Nicholson star in Roger Corman's chilling spoof about 15th century magicians involved in a deadly duel of sorcery. The Curse of Corman, tomorrow evening.
AIDS is now endemic in almost every country on the planet. In Britain, an estimated 48,000 people are thought to carry the virus. The quest for a cure is really a search for a weak point in the life cycle of the virus. In 1987, this mulberry tree in Kew Gardens in London yielded up a compound which has led to a breakthrough in the fight against AIDS.
The discovery that crossed unexpected boundaries in science in the quest for a cure. Horizon, tomorrow at 8:10 on 2.
And this is how Horizon fits in with the rest of tomorrow evening, starting with a look at Asian affairs in Britain and the Indian subcontinent. Shyama Pereira and Krishnan Gurumurthy introduce East at 7:40. which includes a report on the disturbingly high death rate among Asian babies before and after birth. And we round off with Newsnight at 10:30, followed by highlights of the second Test match between England and New Zealand at 11:15. Monday night on BBC Two. And this is where we end programmes for this evening on BBC Two. So, on behalf of everyone here, I wish you a very good night.